We have the last one right up here, the top here. Okay, this is a very beautiful dress, and I have a WhatsApp group. On that WhatsApp group, I have some of my followers. One of them, she sent a picture of a baby dress. She wanted to learn how to make it. She really did not ask me how to teach her. She just wanted to know if somebody knew how to make this. And since as they're one of my faithful followers, and since I'm here to serve you, so why not? Don't bother, I will teach you how to make the dress. So here we have the tutorial complete. I'll be setting the image of the dress that she sent somewhere here, and we're going to compare both images, and we're going to see. Yep, so this is a beautiful baby's gown, and this is going to fit a baby for 0 to 3 months. I make it a little bit bigger, yes, and a little bit longer. And to make this dress, I'll take you step by step for absolute beginners. To crochet this dress, we're going to need approximately 90 grams of yarn, of course, including our, and I'll also teach you how to make this beautiful flower. Can you see? Yes, can you see the flower? It's really very beautiful. And yeah, and this is how it looks like from behind. You can see our buttons, and we can see the decorations that we did here. So to begin this dress, we're going to create this dress in 3 measure parts. We're going to start here by creating the yoke. It is a square yoke, and once we are done with that, we're going to come and work around the waist. Once we are done with that area, we're going to come and of course do our shelf stitch to work the skirt part. Once that is done, we're going to go ahead to make some beautiful decorations. As you can see, this is beautiful, right? And we have our buttonholes. We're going to go ahead and create our buttonholes, as you just saw me closing them in the beginning, and or just going to look like this from behind. And yes, of course, we're going to do some decorations on the sleeves, and at the end of course, I'll teach you how to crochet this beautiful flower. So without further ado, get set all the materials and let's get started. And I'd love to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you so very much. God bless you. Thank you for liking and sharing. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel ZOE CROCHETR. And I'd love to say a big thank you to all of my members. Thank you so very much for your support. God bless you. Now commit your works to the Lord, and your plans shall be established. Proverbs 16 verse 3. Now for the rest of our materials, we're going to need our darning needles. We're going to need buttons, 4 or 3. We're going to need our stitch markers. We're going to need this. We're going to need a measuring tape, very important. We're going to need our scissors, and of course we're going to need a crochet hook. I'll be working with a 3mm size hook. So let's get started. And now to create our dress, these are the measurements that we're going to need. So you can see here we have the various ages here. We have the newborn size, the 0 to 3 months, the 3 to 6 months, the 6 to 9 months, and the 9 to 12 months. So for me, I'll be creating a 0 to 3 months. So I'm going to work with 38 centimeters. That's my head circumference. 9 centimeters, my armhole depth. 16 centimeters, my back neck to waist, and 31 centimeters, that'll be my dress length. So we are going to start with a long chain that measures 38 centimeters. That is our head circumference. So you're just going to go ahead and check which one is the size you're working with, the age you're working with, and you're going to take the measurement. So you can go ahead and just take a screenshot before we get over here. Okay, so right now to begin, we're going to go ahead and create our slip knot. And to this slip knot we created, we're just to go ahead and insert a hook. We're ready to start. Now this 85 chains is the number of chains I need to get my 38 centimeters. Okay, so let's go ahead and chain 85. So right now to make a chain, yarn over and pull through. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to continue like this until we have a total of 85 chains. So let's go on. Okay, here we are. We have completed our chains, and we have a total of 38 centimeters, and that's exactly our head circumference. So you can see here we have our 38 centimeters, and of course we did a total of 85 chains. Now you bear in mind I have a lightweight. My yarn is really very light. So this exact, if you have a thicker yarn, this number of chains will give you a bigger dress. So it is very important for you to work with your own measurement. This is my own measurement, so just yeah. And once you have our 85 chains ready, we're going to go ahead and add one more chain. That is for the turning chain. So go ahead and chain +1. Okay, now you can see we have this line here. This is because we are going to have an opening at the back of our dress. Okay, don't bother, you're going to understand it perfectly. So here we're going to start by making a total of 13 double crochet. So go ahead and insert your hook. So you want to yarn over and into the next chain, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull out 2 loops. You have 2 loops left, yarn over and pull out 2 loops. This is a double crochet. Into the next chain, yarn over and make the second double crochet. Yarn over into the next chain, yarn over and make the third double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull out 2 loops and pull out 2 loops. So here now we have a total of 1, 2, 3 and 4. You're going to continue, you're going to make a total of 13 double crochet, and I'll meet you here when we have 13 double crochet. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, here we have a total of 13 double crochet. We're going to go ahead to create our first corner. Since we are making a square yoke, we're going to need 4 corners. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let's go ahead and create the first corner. Insert your hook and into the next chain, yarn over, make a double crochet. You're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and into that same stitch, yarn over and make a double crochet. And here we are, we have created our first corner, and you're just going to go ahead and insert your stitch marker. Insert your stitch marker in that corner. Now for the next part of our work, we're going to go ahead and create 15 double crochet. Okay, set your hook and let's come and make 15 double crochet here. So yarn over, the first, the second, and you're going to continue like this until you have a total of 15 double crochet. So keep on working. Okay, here we are, we have a total of 15 double crochet, and now we're going to go ahead to create our second corner. We're going to repeat what we did here. So yarn over and into the next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, and into the same stitch you're going to make the second double crochet. And we're going to go ahead and insert a stitch marker. Now for the next part of our work, we're going to go ahead to create this part. We're going to make a total of 25 double crochet. So yarn over into the next chain, make the first, this is 1, 2, go ahead and you have a total of 25 double crochet. Okay, so keep on working. Yep, and okay, here we are, we have a total of 25 double crochet. We're going to go ahead to create our third corner. Okay, So yarn over and into the next chain, insert your hook, yarn over and make a double crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over and a double crochet into the seam. And now we're going to go ahead now and create a total of 15 double crochet. 15 double crochet. So yarn over and into the next chain, the first, the second. I'm going to repeat until you have a total of 15 double crochet. Okay, here we are. We have completed this 15 double crochet. We're going to go ahead to create our fourth and last corner. So yarn over and double crochet, chain 2, such a stitch marker. And now for the last part of our work, we're going to go ahead and create 13 double crochet. So yarn over and this is 1 and 2. Okay, here we are. We have just completed this first row. Now at the end of this first row, we're having something like this, and you can see we have our beautiful square yoke. Okay, now right now we're going to begin our next row, and we're just going to turn our work like this, and we're going to come in that first stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops in your hook, make a single crochet, and you can see we have 2 loops, 1 and 2. Come into that first loop, insert your hook, yarn over and make a second single crochet, yarn over and pull 2 loops. And of course this is going to represent our first stitch. Into the next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet, yarn over and you're going to repeat making a double crochet, and I'll meet here where we have our corner space. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, here we are. We have completed our 13 double crochet. Now on this double crochet, go ahead and make a double crochet on that double crochet. This will give us a total of 14. And now you come into this space where we did that corner, take off your stitch marker and come back in that same space. Now I'm going to repeat what we did. So you're going to make 1 double crochet, I'm going to make a chain 1. For this row, we're going to start making a chain 1, and into the same space make 1 more double crochet. I'm going to give us something like this. The only difference here is that we've done better chain 1, not the chain 2. So set back your stitch marker, yarn over and come, and on that double crochet make a double crochet. On the next stitch make a double crochet. Okay, I'm going to repeat making double crochets, and I'll meet you here, this other second corner. So keep on working. Yep, here we are at this other end here. So we get here on that double crochet also, we're going to make a double crochet there. I'm going to take off our stitch marker, and into that chain 2 space we're going to recreate our corner. We're going to make 1 double crochet, chain 1 this time around, and 1 more double crochet. Okay, set back stitch, and on this next double crochet yarn over and make a double crochet, into the next you make a double crochet, and yes, this is just going to be a repeat row for this row number 2. You're going to work, and when you get here, you make your corner just as we did here. You're going to work. Once you get here, you make your corner just as you did here, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Today we're going to do next, okay? So keep on working. At the end of row number 2, your work should be looking like this. We're going to begin row number 3, and it's just going to be a repeat. So you want to turn your work, and we're always going to begin the same way. And we're always going to begin the same way. You want to come back in that stitch, set your hook, pull through, come in that first stitch, insert your hook, pull through. You have 2 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull out 2 loops. This is our first stitch, and into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet. Into the next stitch you're going to make double crochet. Okay, so we've been making double crochet, and I'll meet you here. So keep on working. And here we are. Of course, we're going to repeat what we did here. So on the last stitch here, make a double crochet there, and you're going to take off your stitch marker. In that space, you're going to recreate your corner, which always consists of 1 double crochet, you chain 1, and 1 more double crochet in the same space, and go back and insert your stitch marker. And of course, you're just going to repeat the same sequence on the next stitch. Make a double crochet on the next, make a double crochet. Once you get here, of course, we're going to go ahead and make a double crochet, take off a stitch marker, and recreate our corner, which always consists of 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 more double crochet, all in the same space, and set back your stitch marker, and in that mated double crochet you're going to make a double crochet, and then next double crochet. Okay, and we're just going to repeat this same sequence all through, and I'll meet you at the end of this row number 3. Okay, so keep on working. And of course, when you get to this last stitch here, I really want to show you how to work this last stitch. You're going to yarn over and work on the stitch. Okay, set your hook on the last stitch and make your double crochet. That will help you to have a very straight edge. And here we go. Now we're going to begin a row number 4. Just turn your work, and you see nothing complicated. In the same stitch, set your hook, make a single crochet, come in the first loop, just like this, and into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet, and into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet, and I'll meet you here. And of course, when we get in the last stage, we're going to go ahead and make a double crochet there, and create our corner, 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 more double crochet into the same space. And then into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet. And you can see that this is the only sequence we're going to repeat all through. And our work is beginning to shape. Now our objective for this part, you need to get to the armhole depth, and that is my size. My age is 0 to 3 months, and that is 9 centimeters. Okay, and now we have 6 centimeters. We have a 6 centimeters, so we're going to work until we have 9 centimeters, and on each year we have 9 centimeters. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, here we are, and we have attained our armhole depth, and we have a total of 9 centimeters. Okay, at this level we're going to take a measurement, and yep, we have a total of 9 centimeters. Okay, we have a total of 9 centimeters. So once we have our 9 centimeters, we're just going to stop. We're going to stop doing increases at the yoke level. We're going to connect our armholes. So of course you're always going to turn your work, and in that first stage you're going to make a single crochet, and then to the neck make another single crochet, and then to the next you make a double crochet, double crochet. Good. Now for this row you're just going to keep on making double crochet, and I'll meet you here where we have the stitch marker. Okay, so keep on working. Now once we get here where we have the first corner, we're going to take off our stitch marker, and in that same space we're going to make 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and now we're going to chain 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I want to mention that these numbers of chain here really depends on you. You can choose to do more chains or lesser chains. And now next you're going to skip all of these stitches, skip them all, and come into the second corner, and you're going to take off the stitch marker, and into that second corner yarn over. So you're going to make a double crochet, a double crochet, and into the next stage you're going to make 1 double crochet, into the next stage you're going to make a double crochet. Okay, and of course you're going to repeat making double crochet. So you're going to be making a double crochet in each stitch all across, and I'll meet you here we have a third corner. So keep on working. Okay, here we are. We have done a double crochet from here to here, and once we get here we're going to take off our stitch marker, and into that space yarn over and make 1 double crochet, and later on you're going to chain 6, the same number of chains that you chain on this for this other sleeve. So go ahead and chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 6 chains, and of course we're going to skip all of these stitches. We're going to skip all of the stitches and insert a hook in this 4th and last corner. So take out the stitch marker, yarn over into this space, make a double crochet, and of course you're just going to make a double crochet all across, double crochet, all right. So just repeat this and I'll meet you at this end here, and here we go. Now we have something like this. That's beautiful, right? So you can see here we have an armhole. This is for the baby to have enough space to pass through. Now if you think that these chains are too much for you, you can go and reduce it. If you think it's that small, you can increase your chains. And yeah, we have something like this. Now we are done with this part. We're going to start building the waist before we start the skirt part. Good. So you want to go ahead and turn your work. I'm going to start with our first stitch. and then to the next stitch we're going to make a double crochet, and then to the next stitch a double crochet. Now you're going to repeat the double crochet, and I'll meet you here under this armhole to show how we're going to work the space. So keep on working. In this space where the 6 chains, we're going to make a total of 6 double crochet. Okay, 6 double crochet. So yarn over and make 6 double crochet there. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can see we just did a total of 6 double crochet. Yarn over and into the next stitch you're going to make 1 double crochet. Into the next stitch you make 1 double crochet, and of course you're just going to repeat this, and when you get here you also make the same number of double crochets that you did here, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Tell what we're going to do next. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, here we have completed this row. We're going to begin the next row, and from here it's just going to be a repeat row. Okay, there's really nothing complicated. And into the next stitch go ahead and make a double crochet and double crochet and a double crochet. So you can see nothing complicated. We're going to be making 1 double crochet all through. When we get here, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and we're going to be repeating a double crochet and now for this part of our work, this is the measurement that we need now, the back, neck, waist. Okay, so the back, neck to waist, we'll need a total of 16 centimeters. So, and now for the person that want to change color, when you get here and this is your last double crochet, you yarn over, you set your hook there, yarn over, pull out your loops. You're going to pause here, and here you're going to bring in your second color, and you're going to close the row with the second color. So you're going to just bring it behind, and here we have it. So just yarn over and bring it inside just like this. Okay, and you want to go ahead and fasten off the white. I want to pull the tail just a little, and you want to go ahead and chain 1 to secure that. Now turn your work, bring the tail front, and into the same space you're just going to go ahead and just start your row. And we're going to walk along the tail. Okay, we're going to walk along the tail. So next stitch you're going to make a double crochet, and then into the next stitch double crochet. So this I will change color. So you're just going to repeat this, and on which one we have our 16 centimeters. Okay, and if you want to take our measurement, so from here to here we have our 16 centimeters, and we're going to stop here, and you see 60. And now we are going to start working now on the skirt part of our dress. Good. So now before we proceed, we're going to join both ends. There's one thing I wanted to show you. You need to make sure that you're joining this end. Let this part of your work be on the right side. you can see if you have this side and you have this other side here. Okay, let it be on this side, on this right side. Make sure it is on this right side. And once that is certain, I'm going to go ahead and join both ends. Very specific, just very easy. So you're just going to come on this first stitch here and insert your hook there. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. There we go, and all done. And now our dress is connected. Now let's start working this part. For this part here, I'm going to change my color, so I'll just chain one and fasten up my yarn. And I want my work to be on the right side. Now if you are not changing colors, you don't need to fasten off your yarn, okay? So you will just continue on in that same stitch. Okay, right now we're going to start our shell stitch, and this is where we fasten off our yarn. We're going to come on the first stitch on the side here, insert a hook, bring our yarn just like this, and bring the tail in front this way, and bring the white tail in front. And we're going to go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this chain 3 is going to represent our first double crochet. We're going to go back in that same space and make 2 more double crochet. So this is first and the second double crochet. Now chain 1 and into the same space make 3 more double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. Now you're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th you're going to repeat what we did here. You're going to make 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and do 3 more double crochet in the same space, 1, 2 and 3. You're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th you're going to repeat this, yarn over and make 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. Chain 1, 3 more double crochet. So you're just going to repeat this sequence all through this row, and I'll meet you at the end here. Today we're going to do next, okay? So keep on working. Okay, once you get at the end of this, remember the chain 3 that we did here. We're going to go on the top of that 3rd chain and insert a hook there and make a slip stitch. Okay, and now on the next stitch make a slip stitch. On the next stitch make a slip stitch. And now we're going to work in this chain 1 space, go there also and make a slip stitch. So you're going to go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Of course, this chain 3 represents our first double crochet, yarn over and make 2 more double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 1 and do 3 more double crochet in the same space, 1 2 and 3. Come over to this next chain 1 space and repeat the same sequence. We're going to make 3 double crochet, 1 2 and 3, chain 1, make 3 more double crochet, 1 2 and 3. Come over to this other space. You're just going to repeat the same pattern. Make 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 more double crochet, good. And this is what a pattern looks like. We're going to repeat this pattern 2 and 4. We'll come at the end here. We're going to end here just exactly as we did here. We're going to make a slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch, and slip stitch in chain 1 space and start a row. We're going to repeat this. We're going to repeat this same sequence until we have the length that we need for our baby's gown. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, we are going to do one last row here at the end. I've been working so far, and yeah. So this is going to be our last row. We're going to come here and we're going to make this. So you're going to make 3 double crochet, 1 2, then number 4 double crochet, and now on the 4th double crochet you're going to go ahead and chain 2, 1 and 2, and come back. You can see the 2 loops here. Insert your hook in those 2 loops and make a single crochet, and in that same space go ahead and make 3 more double crochet, 1 2 and 3, and here we go. I just need to come now. I just come on that 3rd chain and here you want to allow a long tail that you're going to use to weave in your ends, or you're going to sew. And for the next part of our work, we're going to work on our sleeves. Okay, for this other leg and for this other hand, I'm going to start from the back, but this other sleeve you're going to start from the front. Okay, so that your work should face the right side. So you're going to come here in this first single crochet here, insert your hook there, insert your hook, and you're going to chain 1 into that same space, make a single crochet. Okay, and you're going to skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into a 3rd stitch, yarn over, and we're going to make, I have to work along my tail. Going to make 3 double crochet, 1 2 3, make number 4 and go ahead and chain 2, 1 and 2, and in there make a single crochet and make 3 more double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, and then skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the third you make a single crochet. You're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the third you're going to repeat your pattern. Make 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, number 4, chain 2, 1 and 2, go ahead and make a single crochet and make 3 more double crochet, 1, 2 and 3. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2 and single crochet. I'm going to have something like this. Now once we are done working with our sleeve, we're going to come here and just clean up those edges. So we're going to start this way so that we can face the right side. So I'm not going to work here. I will start here where I did the chaining with the white. But if you do not change your color, you can as well start here. I'll start here. Chain 1 and just come. I think it's good that we're going to work in just in here. You can see we're working in here and in here. So come up here and make 2 single crochet there, and after the first single crochet go ahead and chain 2, 1 and 2, and that same space it's a single crochet. We're going to work in the space here. Make the first single crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2 into the same space, single crochet. We're going to work in just in the spaces here. You can see this lines here. We are not working here, no, but here and here. So come here. This is the first, chain 2, 1 and 2 into the same space, make the second single crochet. Come over here, single crochet, 1 and 2 into the same space. And it's kind of giving us some beautiful definition here. So you're going to repeat this and I'll meet you at the top here. Okay, once we work and we get up here, and now to work this last stitch, we're just going to come here on the top of that stitch. Look at the top of that stitch. And make a single crochet, chain 2, and ups on a single crochet. And here we go. We turn our work and we're going to work in now here, and now we're going to work in along here. Here we're going to work in between the doubles, not up here. So you want to come here in this first space here, insert your hook and you make a single crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, and instead of coming in here you're just going to come in those 2 loops, and make another single crochet. You're going to skip 1 stitch and come into the next single crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, come in between. You can see the stitches are just there, and you make see the stitches are just there, single crochet, skip 1 space, come into the next single crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, single crochet, skip 1 space, into the next single crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, and single crochet. We're going to have something like this for this part, so keep on working. You're just going to repeat this all through, and I'll meet you at this other end here. Okay, this is what our work looks like. And from this side now, we're going to create our buttonholes. And now after our single crochet, we're going to chain some chains in proportion of our buttonholes. So I'm going to chain a total of 4. So if you have a bigger button, you're going to make more chains. Okay, if you have a smaller button, you make smaller chains. I'm going to chain 4 or 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then into that same space, I'm gonna make a single crochet. And this chains here is going to be my buttonhole. So if I try it like this, yeah, that'll be good. So here we have our first. We're going to come here and a single crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, and then into the same space a single crochet. We're repeating what we did here. The only difference is that this way we're creating a buttonholes. We're going to repeat this, and on the here we're going to create our next buttonhole. And once we get here, we're going to create our second buttonhole. We're going to take off a stitch marker and come back in that space and make a single crochet. The same number of chains that we chain here, chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and into the same space a single crochet. And now we'll just come into the next space and make 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, and 1 more single crochet. You're going to repeat this, and when you get here at the end here, you're going to make your third buttonhole. And now let's go ahead and do the last buttonhole. Single crochet, chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this is the last stitch, so we're going to make better slip stitch here, not a single crochet. Chain 1 and fasten off here. Don't always forget to weave in your ends. Now we're going to go ahead and insert our buttons. So you're going to take your needle and your thread and pass it inside. And your needle, your button need to align with your buttonhole space. So we're going to insert it there, that first space. Now any buttonhole will do, any needle you have, just go ahead and use it. You can see it's so we're going to pass it there, and it's going to come out here. Okay, and when you feel that your work is really well secured, I'll just give it a notch here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come and weaving these ends. Okay, here we are. We've completed this, and this is how our work looked like. I went ahead and I completed this space. I went ahead and I completed this space here because it was giving some kind of gap here. I really did not like that. I just respected this exact procedure as we did here. So I'll advise you that when you're working, you should start here. Okay, even if you change colors, just start here. So let's make a flower now. So go ahead and create a slip knot, and you're going to go ahead and chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and insert your hook into that first chain and make a slip stitch. And now we have a circle. So we're working now into the circle. Go ahead and chain 1, and from now we're going to work in but into this circle in here, and this circle we're going to make a total of 8 half double crochet, 8 half double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull 3, that's a half double crochet, yarn over, make the second half double crochet, and you want to go ahead and insert your stitch marker in that first stitch. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. We have 8 half double crochet here. Take off the stitch marker, insert your hook in that first stitch and make a slip stitch. I want to go ahead and pull that tail. We have something like this. Now we're going to begin the next row. Go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. You're going to skip 1 stitch and into the next stitch, insert your hook and make a single crochet. Go ahead, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, skip 1 chain into the next, make a single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, skip 1 chain into the next, make a single crochet. Go ahead, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and now we find ourselves here in this last chain. That was this was our starting chain. So you are going to come but in here, okay, come into this chain 3 space and go there and make a single crochet. Now row 2 begins here. That's 1 single crochet. Go ahead and make 1 half double crochet, and to this space I'm going to make a total of 5 double crochet. There's the first double crochet, the second double crochet, the third double crochet, the fourth double crochet, and the 5th double crochet. Into the same space, yarn over, make 1 half double crochet, into that same space, yarn over and make 1 single crochet. You're done with that first. Come to the next, chain 3 space. You're always going to start with 1 single crochet followed by 1 half double crochet and followed by 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the same space at the end, you always make 1 half double crochet and you always end with a single crochet. I'm going to have something like this. So you're going to go ahead and repeat this in the 2 spaces, in the 2 chain 3 spaces that are left, and I'll meet you at the end here. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, here we are at the end of our row number 1, and we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 petals. Now we're going to start row number 2. So you can see where we did. This is what we did the last row, right? On that stitch, we're going to start there, but we're going to work in from behind. Okay. So you just come behind that stitch. This is the stitch. Come there. I make a single crochet. Make a single crochet, and now you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now remember the chain 1 that we skipped in the previous in between, you're going to go there also. Here we have it inside your hook, just like this, and make a single crochet. Go ahead and chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4. Come here, this where we have it, go there, make a single crochet, chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4. In that chain 1 space, here we have it. That's that stitch that we skipped. Single crochet, chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4. And in here the stitch just go like this, single crochet, chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4. And here we have the stitch here, single crochet, chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4, and come under here, make a single crochet, chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4. And we have this space here, single crochet, chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4. And now we find ourselves here where we started, right? So we're just going to go there and make a single crochet, 1/2 double crochet, and this time around we're going to be making 7 double crochet. So here we have the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and the 7th. Push, make 1/2 double crochet, push, and you're going to end with a single crochet. Come into the next chain 4 space and repeat this exact pattern. Make 1 single crochet followed by 1/2 double crochet and followed by 7 double crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, and of course you can push and followed by 1/2 double crochet, and we end with a single crochet. And here we go. Okay, here we have completed our second row, and this is really beautiful. We're going to do one more row. So you want to come behind here. In between you can see we have a number of stitches here, and of course we just ended here with a single crochet, no slip stitch. So just come behind here just like this, make a single crochet, and now here you're going to chain 3, 1 2 and 3. Come over, make a single crochet, chain 3, 1 2 and 3. Come over here and make a single crochet, chain 3, 1 2 and 3. You're going to repeat this sequence and do the last one, 1 2 and 3, and you're going to come and join the last one here, the same, just here where we have, you can see where we have the other one. Just go there and join it there and make a single crochet. And now we're going to work in this chain 3 spaces. We're going to be doing what we did here in the first row. So make 1 single crochet followed by 1/2 double crochet and followed by 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1/2 double crochet and a single crochet into the next chain space, 1 single crochet, 1/2 double crochet, followed by 5 double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, followed by 1/2 double crochet, and we end with a single crochet. And once you get to the end here, you're going to come here in this first stitch and make a slip stitch. Fasten over here. Here we go. We have a very beautiful flower here. You're going to decide where you're going to insert it. I'm going to put mine somewhere by the side here, just like this. I have this, and I'm going to use my glue, my hot glue. I'm just going to put it here, just like this. And this is going to go inside here. And of course, I'm just going to glue my flower on my dress. And yeah, just saw it. And here we go. And thank you so very much for working with me. Let me know what you think about this dress in the comment section below. Yep. So here we go. I mean, this is amazing, and I ended up doing this dress quite longer than my. I think it's really very long. Yep. 41 centimeters. That's quite long though. And let me know what you think about this tutorial in the comment section below. And if you want us to work on something, you can do what you write us, and we're going to do something about it. Yep. And I have to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers and all of my returning viewers. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for sharing my tutorials. I see much you have been watching on WhatsApp and Facebook. It's very thanks to you, and I've come to say thank you. And if you're a stay-at-home mom like me, I will encourage you to work from home, and I pray that the good Lord blesses the work of your hands. I'll meet you in the next tutorial. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, ZOE CROCHETR. If you're not yet, subscribe to my channel. Yes, and one more way you can encourage me is by becoming a member. And you want to become a member, I have the link in my description box below. So after this, just go and check the link and join our membership program. We have a massive project coming just for members. I don't want to miss it. I'll meet you in the next tutorial. Till then, God bless you and keep you and bless the work of your hands and prosper the work of your hands. Shalom.